Hello my dear student, today is my 9th number video on coordination compound, and today we are going to discuss some very important topic of coordination chemistry, that is they are namely stereoisomerism, and out of the stereoisomerism we will focus on geometrical isomerism with coordination number 4, and today's most important attractions, that is most attractive part of today's class, my dear student, that is the trick how to determine the number of geometrical isomers for a given complex. My dear students, most of the competitive exam generally you will not ask to draw the structure of the given coordination compound. Okay, I mean to say given isomers, structure of isomers, but you will ask to find out the number of geometrical isomers. You will be given the option A, option B, option C, option D. Different options will be given. For example, suppose this complex will be given to you. How many geometrical isomers are possible for this complex? Say for example, option A suppose 2, option 3, 4, whatever, any number will be given to you. How fast, without taking time, because competitive exam mainly is the competition for the time and accuracy. Yes, how fast you can do and how accurately you can do. Yes, so today I am going to give the trick how fast you can find out the geometrical isomers. Okay, suppose this compound will be given to you, yes, the answer is 2 geometrical isomers. Without drawing the structure, you can find out. This complex is given to you, 3 geometrical isomers. Another complex you see here, there are 6 ligands. The octahedral complex, there are 15 geometrical isomers. So, you don't have so much time in the examination that 15 geometrical isomers structure you will draw and you will find out. Have you understood, my dear students? So, please don't go away till end. You watch the video, you will enjoy it and you will learn it. Yes? Okay. Now, we will go from the beginning. Yes. See, my dear students? Yes. First of all, we'll learn the basic concept. Okay, what is actually the stereoisomers? Now, my dear students, whenever I read the slide, either you note it down or please take the screenshot of it. That is enough for your study material. Okay, so and you will get ready with your pen and copy. Whenever I will draw the structures of isomers, you will also draw with me. Now, what is stereoisomerism? That is also called space isomerism, because this isomerism, that is stereoisomerism, is caused by different 3-dimensional arrangement of atoms or groups in space. So this phenomenon is called stereoisomerism. Actually, how it is defined? What is the definition? The isomers having the same molecular formula, same structural formula, means same connectivity of atoms or groups with chemical bond. I will explain it. Number 3, the stereoisomers, they have different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups, that is different orientation of atoms or groups in space. That is why it is called space isomerism. Okay? The different orientation of atoms or groups in space around the central metal atom. In case of complex, we say that is different configuration. That is why, my dear students, geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism, actually they are called configurational isomerism. In coordination chemistry, we will discuss only configurational isomerism, not conformational isomerism. We will discuss about conformational isomerism in organic chemistry. Okay, so we can please wait. We can learn the definition in different way also. How? Isomers having the same constitutions. Constitution meaning what? The term constitution refers to the number, kind and connectivity. Number, kind and connectivity of the atoms in a molecule. But they have different spatial arrangement of their atoms or group, that is different configuration. They are known as stereoisomers, and the phenomenon is called stereoisomerism. Now, let us take an example here. See, example of stereoisomers. I am taking an octahedral complex here. Here you see, first of all, their molecular formula is same. What is the molecular formula of this? You see, CONH3 whole 4 Cl2. See, this is the molecular formula. Only molecular formula I am writing here. Okay. This is the molecular formula. Same. That is same number, same kind. 4 ammonia, 2 chlorine. Here also you see 1, 2, 3, 4 ammonia. 2 chlorine. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 ammonia. 2 chlorine. So, their number, kind. Then connectivity. You see the connectivity with cobalt. There are 4 ammonia connected with coordinate bond. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 chlorines are connected. Here also connectivity is same, you see. So same number, same kind, same connectivity. Yes, they are octahedral complex, they are structures. But how do they differ? Their atoms, position of the atom, their orientation of the atom in space is different. How you see? This chlorine and this chlorine, these two ligands, if you see, they are making 90-degree angle with each other. See, this is the 90-degree angle. But here you see, they are making 180-degree angle with each other. Means their orientation is different in space, my dear students. Could you follow? Suppose, for better understanding, you see, this is a square plate. Here, the ligand position. This is ligand, suppose this is the 4 ligand position. And another 2 ligand, of course, here is the all 90-degree angle. Here this is 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. And see my dear student, suppose this is the equatorial plane and axial plane. In this, suppose here one, if one chlorine is here, in this particular case you see, position of one chlorine is here and another chlorine is here. The ligand position is this. The similar to ligand position is here. They are making 90-degree angle. Not only these positions. Any 90-degree angle if we keep, that will be a one type. That is actually called cis. You will understand that about it. Now, here you see if one chlorine, if we keep one chlorine here, that is they will make 180-degree angle. Means their orientation is different in space. That is the main reason of stereoisomerism, and specifically we will focus on geometrical isomerism. Okay, now let us see type of stereoisomerism in coordination compounds. As I said, we will mainly discuss the configurational isomerism here. Okay. isomerism arises due to different configurations. So, here mainly geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Today we will discuss geometrical isomerism only with coordination number 4. Okay. Now let us see what is the meaning of geometrical isomerism. As I said, you can take screenshot of each slide, my dear students. Okay, that will be a study material for you. This type of isomerism arises in heteroleptic complexes due to different possible geometric arrangement of the ligands. See, first of all, homoleptic complex will never get geometry. I will explain it. Why is it so? It must be heteroleptic complex, and after changing the position of the ligand, after changing the orientation of the ligands, we must get the different geometrical arrangement. Mainly geometrical isomers arises due to different geometrical arrangement. New arrangement we have to get. Just now I showed the two new arrangement. More such example we will discuss. Okay. So geometrical isomers may be of two types. It is called cis isomers and trans isomers. So what is the basic difference between these two? When the two identical ligands are present on the same side, that is adjacent side at 90-degree angle to each other, that is called cis. And when two identical ligands are present on opposite side, that is 180-degree angle to each other, that is called trans. That is simple. One example I am giving. Suppose if A2B2 type complex, this is a complex with coordination number 4. See, A is a monodentate ligand, B is monodentate ligand. If similar ligand, suppose A and A, if I place on, here it is opposite side I am placing. 1 minute. Suppose A2B2 type. Suppose if I will place A and A in the adjacent side, that is here what? At 90-degree angle, this is 90-degree angle. You can place here also at 90-degree angle. Anyway, it is 90-degree angle you have to place. Okay. Then it is cis. Similar ligand, same side or adjacent side at 90-degree angle is cis. Then similar ligand at opposite side at 180-degree angle is trans. So others also will be B and B. Any two similar ligands will be here, B and B will be here. It's the adjacent position. Would you follow? Cis trans meaning? Yes. Suppose this is a square plane. If two ligands I will place either here or here, this is 90-degree angles. I can place here or here, this is 90-degree angles. But if I place, you see where I am placing my red stick, this thing, these directions, means here one ligand, it is 180-degree angle, then it is trans. Okay, now let's go ahead. Alright. Geometrical isomerism with coordination number 4. One very important note, geometrical isomerism is not possible for tetrahedral complexes with coordination number 4. First I will read the reason, you will take the screenshot, then again I will explain. So what is the reason? This is because in tetrahedral complexes, the relative positions of the ligands attached to the central metal atom is equivalent, is similar with respect to each other. That is, after changing the orientation of the ligands in tetrahedral geometry, we do not get any new geometrical arrangement of ligands due to similar relative positions of the ligands attached to the central metal atom. Therefore, tetrahedral complexes do not show geometrical isomerism. So this is the reason. Now I will explain. Please try to understand it now. Here you see, I have taken two different type of complexes. Their geometry is different. Different geometrical arrangement, polyhedra. This is tetrahedron. You know, this is a tetrahedron and this is square plane. Now what we have learned, this type of geometry, in tetrahedral geometry, we never get geometrical isomerism, no GI. GI means geometrical isomerism in this case. In this case, we never get tetrahedral. In tetrahedral geometry, we never get geometrical isomerism. But in this case, yes. Now, what is the reason? Whatever we have learned, we are going to again learn it. Yes. Once, suppose the two ligand, suppose ligand A and ligand B. This is the place of the ligand. Ligand A and ligand B. Two different ligand I am placing. Now, as we know, in tetrahedral geometry, this bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. Okay. If I change the orientation now, geometrical isomer arises due to the change in orientation, change in position in space. If I change the orientation, change the position of B, suppose, if I write here now B, so don't consider this, suppose, okay, again I am writing A, B this time. My dear student, you see here, this time what is the bond angle? 109 degree 28 minutes this time. Same bond angle. Means we are not getting any new arrangement, new geometrical arrangement. After changing the position of the ligands or after changing the orientations, we are not getting any new arrangement, geometrical arrangement. Okay, you can place it here also, here also. The structure will remain same. Okay, for better understanding, you see, suppose here you see, this is A, this is B. Here it is 109 degree 28 minutes. Now if I place this ball here, in place of red, if I bring the orange and here it is, here you see, this is also 109 degree 28 minutes. If I place here, here also 109 degree 28 minutes. Means all the positions are equivalent. That is the reason we never get geometrical isomerism with tetrahedral geometry. Okay? Because coordination number 4, two geometries are possible. All of you know the CN4. It may be tetrahedral, it may be square planar. So this is tetrahedral, this is square planar, but we never get geometrical isomerism with tetrahedral complex. Clear? Now come to the square planar. In case of square planar, you see, if suppose a ligand A, here it is ligand B. In a square plane, this is what? This is 90 degree angle. Okay, this is 90 degree angle. Okay, now if I place this B here, if I place this B here, once again I am writing A, this B, I am writing here. This time you see, what is the bond angle? This time 180 degree bond angle. By keeping A fixed, if I change the position of B, previously it was a 90 degree angle. Now this time what? 180 degree angle. Angle has been changed. Means geometry has been changed. Have you understood? Means in case of square planar complexes, after changing the orientation of the ligand, we are getting some new geometrical arrangement. That is the reason we always get geometrical isomerism in case of square planar complexes. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Now let us go for the different types. Geometrical isomerism with square planar complexes. That is with coordination number 4, as we have learned. Only square planar complexes show geometrical isomerism. What are the most common types? First we see these are, yes, this visible MA to B2 type, MA to BC type, MABCD type, MAB whole 2 types. So what are actually AB? Small a, b, c, d are actually unidentate ligands. And AB is what? This is a unsymmetrical bidentate ligands. What is the meaning of symmetrical bidentate and unsymmetrical bidentate ligand? Can you remember, my dear student? Yes. Suppose symmetrical means, see, let me give you an example of symmetrical. Yes. So this is what? Ethylene diamine. Ethane 1,2 diamine. This is a symmetrical bidentate ligand. Here denticity is 2 donor atoms. It has got a symmetry. If we can divide it. This is, you see that this is a plane of symmetry. We can divide it into 2 equal halves. This molecule we can divide into equal halves if we will consider a plane here. Okay. That is why it has got the plane of symmetry and it is called a symmetrical bidentate ligand. Now, if we will consider another ligand, suppose glycine. You know glycine A2? Suppose NH2, CH2. See, this is glycine A2. Here also it is 2 donor atoms, so it is a bidentate ligand. Now, if you will consider a plane here, suppose, if we will try to divide these molecules, we cannot divide into equal half. That is why it is called what? Unsymmetrical bidentate ligand, my dear. Unsymmetrical bidentate ligands. Okay? Now, today's most important attractions and most important part for you, that is how to determine the geometrical isomers. All of you know how to draw it. It is there in the book. Okay, you can learn that way also. But this technique will be helpful for you in any type of examination, even in board exam or competitive exam. You will able to find out, you will able to determine the geometrical isomers very fast without taking much time. Now you see, what are the trick I am going to say. First of all, make the possible pairs. First, I will read you take the screenshot of it, then I will explain with examples. Make possible pairs of monodentate ligand. First step. Only 3 steps you should follow. Okay? Second, cancel the similar set of pairs. Now, while reading out, you may not understand, but when I will explain, 100% you will understand, my dear students. Third step, to make the structure of different isomers, place each pair at diagonal position. You should place diagonally. Then, when the 2 similar ligands are placed at adjacent position, you should observe it at 90-degree angle, then it is cis isomers. And when the 2 similar ligands are placed at opposite positions at 180-degree angle, then it is trans isomer. Okay, quickly you take the screenshot, then I will proceed. Yes, okay. Now you see, one by one, all the types we discuss. First type, N A to B2 type. A, B are monodentate ligands. One example, suppose this PP-NSP whole to Cl2. Now, what is the trick? You should find out the different possible pairs. Now, see here, I will show how to find out the pairs. Here two A are there, A, B, B. Yes, then you make pairs. Pair means couple. Two monodentate ligand, one pair. Okay. How to make? That is important technique. You please. First, make pair A with A. Okay. Number one, A. It is one pair. Even bracket. Now what is left out? Left out one, you make a pair. Done. Next, is there any possibility? Yes. This A make the pair with A. This A now make the pair with B. Second pair, AB. Then what is left out? AB is making pair. This A and this A left out. So left out one, they will make pair among themselves. Is there any other possibility? Have you seen? There is no other possibilities here. See, there is no other possibility. Whatever way you try to make them pair, always out of this only. A, B, B, A, B, A. You understood? That is why, you see, two different possible pairs are what? One is A, B, B. Second set of pairs. One set and second set. First set, second set. A, B, A, B. So two steps we have done. First making the pairs, then see drawing structures. To draw the structures, 100% it will ask in board examinations. So how to draw the structures? First you see similar pairs. This AA. Whenever you see the A, this pair I am talking about, each pair, you place diagonal. Diagonal place means, you know, this is diagonal. Diagonal you place at 180 degree angle. Each pair you place diagonal. Here you see AA, I am placing diagonal. A. Then BB, see BB. So for set 1, I can draw one isomer. Yes. So this is set 1 over. Next, for set 2, what is the pair? AB. See, I am placing diagonally AB. 180 degrees. Placing diagonally. What is left? AB. Here also AB is 180 degrees. Now you see, after placing each pair in the diagonal position, what you should see, if the similar ligand are placed or taking the position at 180 degree angle. See here, A and E. Similar, A and A similar ligand. The opposite side, 180 degree angle. That is why this is trans. Similar ligand, 180 degree angle, trans. Any one pair you should see. That's sufficient. Next, cis. Why it is cis here? Similar ligand, A and A similar at 90 degree angle. This is 90 degree angle. See here, similar ligand B and B. That you should see. But similar ligand I have not placed at 180 degree. Similar ligand I am placing at 90 degree. So now, how to find out the total number of geometrical isomers? GI means geometrical isomer. Since two sets of pairs we are getting, that is the trick. Okay, if we get two sets of pair, then it is two geometrical isomers. We are getting two geometrical isomers, because here we have got two possible pairs as per our trick. Okay, if you will get three such type of sets, three set of pair if you will get, then 3 is here. Okay, if you will get 4, 4 and so on. Just now I have given in the beginning, I gave example, we get the 15 geometrical isomerism, 30 geometrical isomerism, 30 number of geometrical isomerism. Okay, next, another type you see, that is MA2BC type. One example is given here. Example you can draw it to you. Suppose in the previous year, you see, previous one, NS3, you put NS3 here. NS3. In place of A, you put ammonia, chlorine. You put chlorine here. Could you follow? Similarly, here you put NS3. Here you put NS3. Here it is chlorine, here chlorine. Yes. Similar ligand in the opposite side comes. Similar ligand in the adjacent side, 90 degree angle, it is this. Okay. If you learn the general technique, general formula, example easily you can do. Okay. Now, another type next type is A2BC type. A2BC type, see how to do A2, first you note it down here, A2BC. Now, make the pair 1. You make the pair A and A, yes, very easy to make the pair. Then what is left out? BC left out, so write BC. Very easy. Second, this time, this A and B make the pair. A and B, this B. This A, different possibilities. A, B, then what is left out? This A and this C left out. Have you understood? Is there any other possibility? You can try. Yes. Even you can write some possible pairs, but you may get the similar pair. So what was the second point? Similar pair you have to cancel. Here, such type of example also we'll discuss. Okay, that is why, my dear students, you see, here this is AABC, ABAC. This is set 1, this is set 2. Now, last thing, AA here at 180 degree angle. Similar pair placing at 180 degree angle. Diagonally, BC, diagonally I am placing. AB, placing diagonally at 180 degree angle. AC, placing. Don't forget the trick. Always this pair we should place diagonal positions. Diagonal. Okay. Now, after placing that, you see which one will be cis, which one will be trans. We know about it. If similar ligand in the opposite side, you see the similar ligand in the opposite side, similar ligand at the opposite side, 180 degree angle, that is trans. Similar ligand at 90 degree angle, adjacent side, this is cis. Done? You understood? Yes. Okay, and very interesting, that is NABCD type. This is the normal rule that is given in the textbook. That also you can follow, and you can follow the trick also. Whatever today we are discussing. So square planar complexes of this type from 3 isomers. Now I think that from 3 isomers it is given in the textbook, but how 3 isomers? That easily you can find out by the today's trick. Yes, 2 of these types are, yes. One very important thing is, I am telling my dear students, actually this type, cis and trans, is not defined. But since it is there in the textbook, at one conditions you can define it, I will tell you. Here in this type, cis and trans are defined, not defined, but you can define it if you assume any 2 ligands are similar, identical, then only. Okay. So our traditional rule is what? Whatever it is given, it is in the textbook. Their structures may be obtained by fixing the position of what ligand, for example ligand A, and placing at the transposition any one of the remaining 3 ligands one by one. One example. This rule also I will say, the trick also I will say, both. Okay, both the way you can do it. Now see. First of all, you see the trick. Then I will say the rule, whatever it is given in the textbook. What is the trick that we have learned today? It is NABCD type. ABCD. Now, first step you make a pair. You make pair A with B, AB. What is left out? Always write. Then CD. Sorry, here will be no here. CD. Once again I am writing ABCD. Set 1. Make pair A with B, AB. Then C, what is left out? C and D, left out, CD. Second pair, this time A you make pair with C. So AC. What are left out? After making A and C, B and D left out. Yes. Number 3, this time you make A with D. Very easy. A, D. What is left out? B and C left out. So, how many sets of pair we are getting? Set 1, set 2, set 3. Minus 23. 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 sets of pair we have got. That is why the 3 geometrical isomers. My dear student, exactly you are going to find out by following this technique in the competitive examination. Whatever it will be, ZEE means, NEE, any competitive exam, whatever it will be given to you, you can use this technique. Otherwise, drawing the structure, it will take much time. That is the reason. Okay, so 3, as many as set of pairs you will get, that many geometrical isomers. Here the 3 geometrical isomers, 1, 2, 3. See, remaining same rule. 1, each pair is written here AB. Each pair should place diagonally. AB I am placing diagonally here. Next CD I am placing diagonally. AC I have placed diagonal position. BD I have placed in the diagonal position. AD here you see placed diagonally. BC placed diagonally. Okay, we will learn the trick. Now, actually what I said, C's and trans, according to our rule, it is not defined. Because, what is the rule? Similar ligand at adjacent position, 90-degree angle is C's. But here the similar ligands are not there. There is no similar ligand. And how will you define C's? But, you can define C's only when, if you assume, suppose if I assume A equal to B, if I assume A equal to B, then obviously you can determine which one is C and trans. Suppose A equal to B, then you tell me A equal to B, then obviously it is similar ligand at the opposite side, so obviously it will be C. A equal to B, here you see A equal to B, this is what? Sorry, A equal to B the opposite, that is trans. Similar ligand at opposite trans. Similar ligand here it is adjacent position at 90-degree angle. So this will be cis. Here A equal to B, similar ligand at adjacent position 90-degree angle. So cis. It is why in the textbook it is given 2 cis. In this type, you will get 2 cis and 1 trans. Okay. So this trick you can use to draw it, to find out the geometrical isomerism, or in the textbook what is given, suppose out of A, B, C, D, A you keep one corner, Then other ligands you place transposition to it, means diagonal. Suppose I am placing first B, next AC. A everywhere I am keeping it a fixed place. B I am placing diagonally, then C, then D. Remaining elements. Okay? Like that also you will get the same. Either you can use the trick or how it is given in the textbook. All my yes. Okay. My dear students, two important points I am going to say you. First of all, before that, let me explain about this. Yes. See. Another very important type is MAB whole two type. For that, though there is no trick, but easily you can draw the cis-trans isomer and you can find out in this particular category. That is with coordination number 4, with square planar geometry, MAB whole two type. See, best example AB, as I said, it is a unsymmetrical bidentate ligands. It is an unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. How to draw that? First, I will explain the general one. Here you see, mainly you should see the donor atom of the ligand. AB means here A is different donor atom and B is different donor, because it is a unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. So, if similar donor atom will be in the adjacent side. Here you see, it is A and A, B and B. Donor atom at the adjacent side. This is similar donor. We won't say this is similar ligand because it is a bidentate ligand. This time we will say similar donor atom at the side. Similar donor atom A, similar side, identical. That is adjacent side at 90-degree angle. So this is similar donor atom at 180-degree angle. Could you follow? That is 90-degree angle. See here, this is 90-degree angle. This is 180-degree angle. Okay, that is cis. That is why it is trans. Now, if you see the example. This one is, in the beginning itself, I have shown you the structure of glycinated. NH2, CH2, COO. Here, see, here nitrogen, donor atom, nitrogen, here nitrogen, similar side. So it is cis. Similarly, oxygen and oxygen, adjacent side, 90-degree angle, so cis. Here, similar donor atom here, opposite, 180-degree angle. That is trans. Have you understood it? Okay. One very important note, my dear students. Now, if you will see here, MA4 type. MA4, if you will see, that is also coordination number 4. If you will assume that is a square planar geometry. Similarly, ATB, these two types do not show, these two types, remember, these two types of square planar geometry complexes never show geometrical isomerism. Why? How you understand? Again, by using the trick, very easily you can predict which complexes show geometrical isomerism and which complexes will not show. What is the technique? If after arranging it, suppose here MA, here A, if we make the pair AA and AA, whatever we will arrange, you will be getting only one set of pairs, my dear student. Yes. Now, if you will get only one set of pairs, means there will be no new arrangement, no new geometrical arrangement, means you will never show the what? Geometrical isomerism. Yes, similarly HEB. Suppose if you show the A3B. B. I can make the pair. First you make A, I am making. Then what is left? AB is left. Then this A and this A I will make. A. Then what is left? AB is left. See, this and this set. There are two possible sets. These two sets, but they are what? Similar. A. Means there is no new geometrical arrangement we are getting. Clear? That is what, there is no different possible geometrical arrangement. How will you understand by the trick? Only one type of set of pairs. If you will get one type of set of pairs, then they will not show geometry. This type of question also come in competitive exam. You will be given any type of complexes, whether it will show how many geometrical isomerism, then it may be zero also, no geometrical isomerism. Okay, see, that is what I have shown here. A only one, in this case, only no geometrical isomerism. Okay, my dear students, did you enjoy my class today? Yes. Don't forget to watch the next video. More and more interesting topic we will learn next class. That is geometrical isomerism with coordination number 6. After that, we will go for optical. Okay, my dear student, today we will stop it here. Thank you. Bye bye.